Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are, and welcome to the first episode of the Ask AG show. So, this show here is now being made up of the comments and emails I'm getting through from people about things that are happening in their lives. And what I've decided to do, because we've got quite a few emails in now that are covering the same subjects or following the same theme, I'm picking one that seems to be quite popular in any given week and then airing my response to it on this show here. Obviously, we'll keep everything anonymous. Only you will know if it's you, obviously, because you'll recognise what's being read out. But we'll keep all names and such things out of it. So, here's an email that I received last week. And it's from a young man who's going through some things. So, I'm just going to read this out for you to you first. So, he goes, "Hi, my name is, and I watch your Rise and Grind series every week. I'm really inspired by the topics you cover, and it has caused me to do a lot of soul searching. I currently work in a local store in my hometown, but I know it's not what I want or I'm supposed to do with my life. I have no idea what my passion is or how to find it. If I don't know what it is, then how can I make it work for me and so find happiness? I'm only 22, but I really want to start getting my act together now so I can move my life forward." This is life forward. "Please help." Before I get into the ins and outs of this, the body of this email, I did say this in my personal message to you. You're only 22. So don't forget, when I'm talking on the Rise and Grind series, or I'm talking in any other sort of forum, I'm talking about discovering your passion and finding your worth in order to get to your own level of happiness. Don't forget, I also mentioned the journey. Don't forget, I also mentioned embracing the journey. Wherever you are right now is where you're supposed to be, believe it or not, and whether or not that sounds harsh. You're there for a reason. You're there because you need to uncover something. You're there because you need to discover something. You're there because you need to go through something in order to appreciate something later on. So if you're in working in the store and you know it's not your passion, don't panic. If you're working in McDonald's, say for argument's sake, and you know it's not where you want to spend the rest of your career, don't panic. If you're working in your parents' store, say for argument's sake, and you know that that's not where your destiny lies, guess what? Don't panic. These elements are part of your life. Mr. Man that sent the email in, you're 22. Let's say for argument's sake, I'm 35 now, fast approaching, as Karen loves to remind me, fast approaching 36. It's taken me a hell of a long time to discover that my passion is helping people grow. My passion is empowering people to discover their passions inside of them. It's taken me a long time to do it, and I've had to go through a lot of heartache in order to get it. I've had to celebrate a lot of wins in order to get here. You're 22. I don't know anyone that is my age now that knew when they were 22 that this is where they were going to be. I don't know anyone that was at the age of 22 of my peers that are now 35, pushing 36 towards 40, ever envisaged or thought that their life would be exactly as it is now. The best part about being human is the ability to evolve, is the ability to change, is the ability to grow. And when we talk about getting, if we go back to the email here and we talk about, you've got no idea what your passion is, that itself is a gift, because it's an invitation to explore, it's an invitation to go search, it's an invitation to go embrace things. So hear what I'm saying to you now. Go embrace, go experiment, go try things, go sample stuff out. If you don't know, get to know. Don't use the fact that I don't know as a reason as to not doing something. Use the fact that you don't know as your power, your fuel, your focus, your passion to go, right, well, my passion for life now is discovering. My passion for life now is to go forth and go find the information. My passion for life now is to go find things that I don't like. Don't sit on your laurels here thinking and sobbing and going, well, I don't know what my passion is, so I don't know where I'm going. Figure it out on the way. figure it out on the way. As someone once said to me, jump in the deep end and kick like hell. That's life. That's life, and the beauty of it is for you right about now. Now I'm talking to you personally right about now. Is you're at an age and in an era where discovering is possible. You have the power in your hand. You know how much stuff I can do with my phone. How many things I can find out with my phone, how many things I can plan, how many things I can book, how many things I can plot with my phone. You're in the information technology era. You haven't got to go searching for it like I had to when I was 22. The internet wasn't there. You know, when I was 22, well, it was there, but it was dial-up. You know, when I was 22, you had to be sat in front of a PC to go online, to go and discover anything. You can do it as you go. So make use of the age and the era in which you're growing up, in, and understand that your possibilities are limitless. Understand that your opportunities are endless. Understand that you are infinitely powerful. So my response to you, sir, young man writing in that doesn't know what his passion is, go forth and find out. Go forth and discover stuff. Go forth and experiment with things. Go forth and live your life. Your journey right now is your passion. And as you discover it, your passion will evolve and flourish and will come to be. And when it does, it'll let you know. Anyway, as I said, this is a new show, Ask AG. So please feel free to drop comments in the end of this video. Send me in some emails through to andrew@andrewgrossett.com. The email address will be scrolling across the bottom of the screen right here about now. I want to hear from you. Let me, I want to hear from you. Let me know what your woes are. Let me know what your celebrations are. Let me know what your questions are, your queries, your concerns. Whatever it is it may be, and we'll get into it. In the meantime, as always, stay strong, stay focused, and stay safe.